We are back in Atlanta, Illinois, as we take a look at Paul Bunyan, who's holding a giant hot dog, looking out on the downtown part of Atlanta, Illinois, as we're going to re-enter the Route 66 Arcade, which is open from Monday to Saturday during the daytime hours, not nighttime hours. The Arcade Museum has undergone a lot of changes since the first video that I made of the walking tour of this arcade. A lot of changes, so let's take a look and see what has changed. Many of the pinballs, the old pinballs, are still there. There's a Gottlieb Skyline. I've not seen that one in operation. Here is an Atari Avalanche, very old machine from the 1970s. Here is a video pinball, also by Atari, that used to be in the Arcadia Museum. Here is a stunt cycle. This one came out in 1976, during the height of the Evel Knievel craze. Here is a classic Space Invaders, also from 1978. Here is a working Space Encounters, and you can see that this game has a very high influence from Star Wars, as we see the trench and they're like controlling a TIE fighter. Here's an Atari Asteroids. A lot of arcades have those. Here is a Battle Zone. This one's not working at the moment. Hopefully it'll be back up and running soon. Also by Atari. Here is a Computer Space. This one has only been on display. It's not been playable. Considering that John Jacobson bought one and got one working, maybe the owner of the arcade can get his working. Here's a Ms. Pac-Man, which is running a 16-1 arcade board. Here's a Crazy Taxi. Currently not turned on, but one has been moved into here. Here's a fire truck. Now, this one's been moved out of its spot, and I don't know if it's going to be going away soon. Here's a Bally Wizard. It's been working some of the time, but not today. Then we walk around. Take a look at this fire truck one more time. It may be going away, don't know. Here's a Voltan pinball machine from the late 70s by Bally. Here's a Mystery Castle. And this is one of the very few places that this pinball is available, put together by somebody other than the big three. Here's some back glasses of some classic pinball machines that are on the walls. There's these all around the entire arcade. Yep, there's a classic Genie. They don't have a Genie, but they got the back glass up on the wall, and a Solar Ride, and a disco. Now going to this next circle of machines, of course, Ms. Pac-Man. This is a Frenzy by Stern. Here's a working Marvel Madness. Galloping Ghost Arcade just unveiled theirs, put theirs back on the arcade floor. Here's a Super Mario Brothers. Looks like the screen needs a little bit of work, or a little monitor rejuving. Here's a Millipede with kangaroo side art. I guess this was a convert. I don't know. Same shape of cabinet. Here is a Police 911. The sequel to that. This one's not on, but this is one of those motion sensor type of games besides shooting a gun. Here's a Moon Patrol by Williams, originally designed by Arim overseas. Here is a Time Pilot, another classic shooter. A lot of places have those. Here's Red and Ted's Roadshow Pinball. This is another highly sought after machine following Funhouse. Here's a Williams Soccer. This one's not turned on. I don't know if it's working. Of course, you gotta have a Pac-Man. Classic Pac-Man. Here is a Starlight. This was from the it's from, gosh, I don't know, the 30s or something. Here's a Star Wars Trilogy arcade. There's another one up road at the Arcadia, but this is the sit-down variety. Here's an Area 51 Maximum Force Duo Cabinet. This one is not on. I don't know if it's working or not. Here is a CoverGirl pinball from way, way, way back in the day. Notice the placement of the flippers. It's for display only, alas. Here's a Magic Town from Williams. This one is playable. This one is another display-only machine. Duo Diddy. And notice the odd placements of the flippers. This one's on display only and not playable. Go back over here against this back wall. Here's a Williams baseball. Playing baseball while playing pinball. Here's another baseball game. Gottlieb's Big Hit. So the two baseball games right next to each other. And there's more back glasses against the wall. Here's a King Cool. Here's a bumper bowling type of a game. This one's a gambling type of a back glass. Nashville Zigzag, another oddity. Or way back in the day, that looks like another gambling. That looks like from a slot machine. That looks like a Contact, and then here's Monticelli with a really ancient back glass before they instituted the spinning rotary. There's a supercharger, and then there's a couple of back glasses in the display case. Those have always been in there. Red Arrow. Looks like 4 million BC, and then Contact. Then there's this odd game where you're trying to roll balls and get into the dice slots. I don't know where that's, how old that is. This is one of those test your love type of machines. In this back room, here's a Big Buck Hunter 2. Sportsman's Paradise with the shotgun. I guess we're going all the way to the back corner of the room. Take a look around. Things have changed back here quite a bit. Sea Rider. I don't know if this works. This was, well, it looks like some lights are lit up. This was done by Midway. You're shooting at a sub in the background. Here's a batting practice machine, and looks like it's display only. Big Tent. This is some sort of gambling machine, and I don't know if it works or how to play it, if it's playable. Here's a Stun Runner, not turned on. I don't know if it works, but maybe it'll be running soon. Here's a Captain Kidd. This one's always been running. It's a shooting game. Here's a Jurassic Park 3, not turned on. Don't know if it works, but maybe the next time I visit it'll be up and running. Here's a motorcycle game. You're controlling a motorcycle while two discs spin in the background with motorcycles that you're trying to dodge. Here's a Touch Me by Atari. Kind of have the Simon influence there. Jungle Drums. Another shoot the targets type of a game, as is Monster Gun by Williams. And here's a modern shooter game, Point Blank 2. And there's a few more games on the other wall. Here's a basketball game, Block a Shot. You're trying to get a basketball from one side to the other into the basket. Remember those at the skating rinks way many years ago. There's a gold bar back glass. This is a Speed Shift. I've never seen this one working. It may be a display only item, although I see that coin slot is lit up. Here's a Hyperdrive. It looks like it's turned on, but the screen is out. Hopefully, well, they'll be brought to working another day. And finally, a Gauntlet. Dark Legacy. This was moved over from the Arcadia down the road. And then a few more backglasses on the wall. Far Out from Gottlieb. Not sure what that one is. And there's a Spectrum. And that should be it. Well, hope you enjoyed the tour. This is the April 2016 walkthrough of the Route 66 arcade. This is Matt Cryfire. See you next time.